England Today highlights. From time to time, we showcase some of the most exciting companies we've featured on our show. The segment you're now going to see is as it appeared on Boston television. I'm sure you'll understand why it's one of our favorites.
The revolution began in the early 1980s with the introduction of the first laboratory robot. It was a simple device designed to perform many of the repetitive and time-consuming tasks usually done by highly trained scientists.
There's things like weighing, dissolving, filtering, mixing, and a series of these steps. And the robot and the robotic system takes over these steps and builds them into an automated sequence prior to analysis.
Frank Zini and Burley Hutchins are co-founders of Zymark, the company that manufactured the first robot back in 1982. Zymark has been a world leader in laboratory automation ever since. It's a field that has grown steadily because it has allowed scientists to get on with their real work.
It's extremely important to use these people in the most effective way, and one of the things automation does is it liberates these valuable people from routine and repetitive tasks and gives them value-added tasks in terms of analyzing data, interpreting the results, and taking corrective action.
One field that has exploded, thanks in part to robotics, is pharmaceuticals, where hundreds of thousands of compounds are constantly tested as potential drugs. It's a field where consistency of technique and accuracy are absolutely critical.
The robot can work 24 hours a day. A person can't. And when a robot performs a task, it always performs it exactly the same way over and over again. Whereas with an individual, you're entering in other variables. You know, if someone's tired or, you know, they have something on their mind or something like that.
An avalanche of new medical and environmental regulations have meant more activity and more pressure in research labs everywhere. Scientists are also feeling financial pressure. Companies can't get new revenues until they have new products, such as drugs. While automation makes that possible, its real benefit is even more far-reaching.
It means better health for us and a better environment. It means that we have better products at lower prices, whether it's clothing, dyes, foods, pharmaceuticals, or more exacting tests of our environment and pollution.
Every now and then, when you shoot a piece for television, you find that the company is so exciting that you end up with more good footage than you can air. We hope you'll enjoy the rest of the story.
The Zymark Corporation, world leaders in automation testing and analysis products for research and quality control laboratories. Zymark is an international company which from the beginning has had one clear goal: to meet the ever-changing needs of scientists throughout the world, whether the application is pharmaceutical, chemical, environmental, or biotech. It was Zymark which in 1982 introduced the first instrument system utilizing robotics and a programmable computer. That system, the Zymate, has been the focus of intense research and development for over a decade. It combines the technologies of chemistry, analytical instrumentation, microcomputers, and robotics into an integrated system to perform an enormous array of laboratory procedures. The Benchmate workstation was one result of this research. Today, nearly 3,000 Zymates and Benchmate systems are installed in laboratories throughout the world. Frank Zini and Burley Hutchins founded the company in 1981 simply by posing a question to the scientists who were soon to become their customers.
We really asked them what their needs were. What did they see as their largest need in the laboratory? We knew we wanted to make equipment for laboratories since we had a history of that. The answer didn't come very clearly at all. People pointed out the kinds of things and asked for all sorts of things. No one suggested a robot.
What we saw in their laboratories was a growing need for laboratory support. They were looking for more precision, faster turnaround of results, improved documentation, and greater productivity from their investment.
Since that time, Zymark has grown steadily and now enjoys an annual revenue rate of over $40 million and a customer base of hundreds of leading organizations worldwide. That rate of growth is expected to accelerate during the remainder of the 1990s as companies everywhere struggle not only to compete in the global marketplace, but also comply with increased government regulations. But despite Zymark's proven success, Frank Zini says it has not always been easy convincing scientists that automation is the way to go.
Scientists tend to be analytical in nature and therefore conservative. And so there's a lot of concern about bringing new technology into the lab, and they'd much rather see it proven out before they apply it to problems. So there was a skepticism on behalf of the scientific community. There was also a problem at the management level in that bringing in new technology is an investment, and that you have to make an investment both in financial investment and an investment in time to get the benefits out of the technology.
Resistance to change is one hurdle Zymark has successfully crossed. In fact, automation in the laboratory has become the rule rather than the exception. Thanks to Zymark's leadership, automation has been a proven success in one critical area, sample preparation. Long considered the weakest link in laboratory procedures, it is an area that is subject to human error, contamination, and costly delay. Zymark has helped its customers tackle this problem by including scientists as well as managers in every step of the decision-making process.
Well, it's important when we work with our customers that we work not only with the scientific staff, but the management staff. Many of the benefits that a corporation realizes from automation are business benefits as opposed to technical benefits. The technical benefits, we're used to talking about those, things like accuracy, precision, documented results. But many of the corporations that we serve are looking at the financial payback of laboratory automation and the ability of lab automation to allow them to bring new products to market faster. And those are really business issues, and we try to gain that understanding with our customers prior to implementing automation.
Among the products scientists are desperately trying to bring to market are new drugs to battle a whole range of diseases. For the pharmaceutical industry, automation has changed the process of drug discovery from tedium to excitement.
It takes a task that probably a lot of people, a researcher would find mundane and not particularly interesting, but a job that has to be done nonetheless. It's a very crucial part of the research process, and it allows the individual to go and do more interesting experiments. It's probably 100-fold more efficient in the number of assays we can actually get done in a day. It would take us years to get to the point we've already gotten to with automation. We're getting results quicker, so that keeps the excitement going, and you know, there's sort of no lull in the activity. It's also something new that gets people excited. You know, people find the robots themselves interesting and fun to work with.
Zymark pioneered the field of laboratory robotics and automated sample preparation, and today is the world leader in the development of core laboratory automation technologies such as robotics, system controllers, and automated laboratory stations. But this only begins to tell the story of why Zymark continues to dominate the field of automation. One thing that truly sets Zymark apart is its ongoing commitment to understanding customer needs. By getting directly involved with customers and their problems in the laboratory, Zymark is able to design and develop powerful automation solutions. In some cases, these solutions become standard workstation products, such as the Benchmade tablet processing workstation, which automates the FDA-required assay and content uniformity testing of pharmaceutical dosage forms. In other cases, the optimal automation solution is a system tailored to meet the specific needs of an individual customer. Zymark is the only manufacturer of laboratory robotics technology that has also incorporated a full system integration capability within their organization.
In the robotic systems business, we customize the solution to meet a given customer need. And so we begin in the sales process working with them to, again, understand what their application requirements, both from a technical point of view and from an economic point of view, are. Then we supplement the sales effort with more detailed engineering effort and design a solution
Typically, the development of a system takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months. During that period of time, we are in constant communication with a customer. A lot of times we'll bring a customer in to see a system that we have on the floor because that'll give them a better idea as to our approach to automation. They'll be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and see if it really fits their needs. So we'll bring them in here and do a little demo, a live demo for them to show them how the system works, talk over technical issues, and basically close in on what they need. Once we get a hold of the customer's method, which typically they have a laboratory method that they now do manually in their laboratories, we can then go through that and determine which steps within that method are easily automated or converted for robotic use. Some of the steps may be kind of tricky, like picking something up and waving it around and looking at the color or something, which a robot is not good at doing. We have to find creative ways to get around that type of sensing and add a different type of sensing to get through that problem.
No matter what the challenge, Zymark engineers can usually find a solution, and quickly, thanks to the fact they have complete custom product design and development capability on the premises.
The importance of the fabrication capability that Zymark has is that we have the ability to control and to make products that are specific to work with our robot, to work with the system. We have the ability to change them and to work with the machinists to make a custom that is specifically suited for an application. If Zymark didn't have the machine shop here, we'd be forced to go up to outside vendors, and as a consequence, our lead times would be longer and we wouldn't have as much control over the quality of the products.
Whether it's a custom system or one of Zymark's standard products like the Benchmate workstation, on-site training at the company's Hopkinton, Massachusetts facility is guaranteed with every purchase. There are a number of courses to choose from, including an advanced troubleshooting course. The aim is to get users familiar with the systems from the ground up.
Once they leave here, they feel that they have a thorough understanding from the bottom up of how the system is constructed, and that gives them the confidence to not only work with the system day to day, but to be able to handle it if a change is needed to the system.
Zymark's worldwide staff of field service engineers will install and maintain all new systems. It's Zymark's commitment to customer service that is one of the primary reasons our customers consider us a part of their team. With over 30 engineers across the globe, customer questions are typically answered within hours after they arise.
We have the capability of supporting large multinational companies anywhere in the world. We can provide the same sort of consulting services, the same hardware maintenance service, and the same support anywhere in the world. And in fact, for large companies, many of the projects that are instituted in one part of the world are carried into other parts. And our organizations speak with one another and understand what's happened in prior installations and carry that knowledge forward.
Understanding as well as anticipating customer needs. It's a theme that has been woven throughout Zymark's history, and it's the reason on-site visits are still a way of life for Frank Zini and Burley Hutchins.
Well, at Zymark, we've always believed the customer was first, and we continue to operate that way throughout the company. We try to make everybody understand that we'll be successful when our customers are successful. So we work very hard on that. And we try to form an alliance with the customers to succeed in the tasks that we take on.
Well, that wraps up this edition of New England Today. I hope you've been as fascinated by these stories as I have. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you. Till next time, I'm Janet Langhart. Goodbye.